Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at a rematch in between of Tribe Gaming and X6tence, the match where X6tence completely smashed at us back then in the qualifier. And today there's kind of like a small rematch, I would call it, when it comes down to a community league. So it's the same matchup, but this time obviously like not with the pressure of having like to give everything for the golden ticket. But still, let's see who's coming out of on top on this rematch. Obviously, we had a lot of things to improve on, so this is a really good test for us if we were able to do so on any stage for us. But let's see how exactly it's going to work. I will show you guys every single attack of us. I will show you guys every single attack of X6tence, and in the end, we are having we're having a winner. So let's take a look at the first attack, which is going to be Nick, and he is coming in with the Lightning Lado, the Zap Lado attack, and he's starting off with like a Royal Champion at 9 o'clock for the Mutter Inferno Tower, and then the heroes, the King and Queen, at the 6 to 7 o'clock side to get a couple of Wizard Towers, the Mutter Inferno Tower, the enemy heroes, so a lot of value overall. Now, the first thing which is going to happen, or the next thing which is going to happen, is going to be the Clan Casters coming out. He's dropping a poison pretty early on, and he is using the lightning spell for killing the enemy headhunters. The problem right now is that, well, that were not all of the headhunters. There are 3 more headhunters coming out. He's trying to combine the warden ability with the blimp to make sure that he's getting the town hall, because otherwise the town hall is kind of far back on this one. Now the tornado trap is kind of rotating, or like keeping everything off the, or like all of the loons on the right side out of the range of the town hall, which is good for him. Using the haste to get into the top side of the base, into the wizard tower, everything. 1 more haste spell, and then he has 1 last haste spell to place. But now the problem, which you can see on the right side, is those freaking headhunters are picking up the cleanup troops of him left and right. So this means those 2 headhunters, or like those 3 headhunters overall, could actually change the outcome of the entire attack. Not only they killed the warden, but as well the cleanup troops, which is really important on those Lalo attacks, that you keep your minions and the lava pups alive. Otherwise, time is a huge issue. He has 1 more haste spell left, which he can use on the left side to kind of give his loons the possibility to kind of, really quickly go in between of those buildings. They're going for the army camp next, and then for the dark drill, and a really nice split for him, which is giving him the possibility of this still being a triple, because you guys can see maybe when I'm highlighting it, the elixir storage is really low HP. Like those 2 minions, or like this 1 minion, I don't know, is going to take that out kind of quickly. So it's all about this gold mine at the end of the attack. Now the minions are coming over, the minions should get it, and there's the red mine to kill the minions, and this means this is going to be a 99%. Really unfortunate over here, really unfortunate. I think he took like 20 seconds for the lightning spells to drop them, so I think this could have been a triple if the lightning spells were faster, but still 99, not the best, not the worst attack to start off with, but still pretty solid start for us. Now Rigatorius, the team captain of X6tence, is coming in next and trying to get the 3-star over here. He's going in with the Royal Champion Zap Queen Charge Lalo. I don't know really how to call this, but like the trick with the Royal Champion where he can use the lightning and the earthquake to take down an Inferno Tower with the Royal Champion ability, and after that he's going to go for the Queen Charge. He's going with the poison on the enemy headhunters, trying to take them out, but the one headhunter over here is forcing the Queen ability and is forcing the rage over here. And now the really bad thing for him is happening, which is the archers are going around the corner and activating the town hall. That's really, really unfortunate, and there's now so much damage where the lava hound is like coming over to the queen, and he already had to force the queen ability. So there's not much left which he can do at the moment, except like trying to somehow keep his queen alive, which isn't the easiest thing to do, especially with knowing that he's charging into the, like with the town hall damage, with the scatter shot damage, with the expo. So there's a lot of damage, and as soon as the queen is stepping into the range of that warden, he's going to finish off the queen with like 1 shot, and yep, there we go. So the queen is dead now. The king is kind of saving the 2nd star at this point with the town hall, and now the Lalo can start off as well into the eagle, obviously. So at this point, he somehow needs to try to save as many percentage as possible, because the queen charge fail. Like, it's a queen charge Lalo. This means you do not have that much power in your Lalo. In addition to that, he invested a lot of rages to try to keep his queen alive, which in the end did not pay off, because now he has no more spells except 2 hastes to somehow get through the back end of this base, or like get as many percentage of this base as possible. The Slammer really nicely placed. Like, this is the, like, those are the things why Rigatorius is one of the best players in the world, is just like having this, like, just seeing this possibility of having the Slammer onto the scatter is really, really nice. The loons are getting rotated around into the tornado. A couple of back-end traps and obviously the multi-inferno tower are roasting those loons, and this means in the end this is not going to be a lot of percentage, around about 70 maybe, but I guess we can speed through the rest of this attack because this is not getting way further, because well, all of the troops died. So 73% in the end, which is obviously not the optimal result which you're looking for, but still a really nice try on the recovery, really nice slammer onto the scatter to get even more percentage in the end. Now let's take a look at the next attack, which is going to be Evecheck coming in with the dragons. And this is going to be a Zap Dragon attack. And I told you already, one of the key things which you need to be able to do at the moment is kind of being able to see those lightning attack or lightning spell setups. Because this feels so freaking broken still. But it's not that easy to see. So it's crazy strong, but not that easy to use. Which makes it in the end, once again, really hard to balance, because it's like one of those high skill cap things which you need to see, and it's not that easy to do so. So it's kind of tricky. Either way, Evecheck was able to zap already 3 air defenses and a sweeper, which gives his dragons a really nice easy path into the eagle into the back end. He's using the king and queen on the right side because, well, there's no air defense. The air defense is at the top, no clan castles, sorry. There's no clan castle, so the clan castle is at the top side, which means for him it's like he does not care when the zeros are around the bottom side. Now his dragons are getting through the town hall. Really nicely timed warden ability, because he's blocking the damage of the bomb of the town hall, but he's blocking the damage of the inferno tower, of the town hall beams as well. So that's obviously really great. Royal Champion at the top side, going through all of those buildings over there, using the Royal Champion ability, and then he has 2 groups of dragons now. One on the right, one on the middle of the base. He's using the rage on the middle one because he wants to get rid of the eagle as quickly as possible, using the poison early. But now his hero, or like his queen in this sense, is still alive and going into the back end, which means the dragon or the lava hound is going to be lured from the clan castle, and this is now getting really close in the end, because this lava hound could finish off things really easily. 1 great freeze onto 2 Tesla and the warden. If you haven't known yet, the warden is insane when it comes down to single target damage, so against dragons he's obviously really strong. But now there's only 1 Tesla alive, and the Tesla is trying to do everything to like somehow save this attack as a defense. And the lava hound obviously as well, like with the lava pups. I mean, the poor baby dragon doesn't have a chance against all those lava pups. But because the lava pups are going to group up now in a second, and I mean dragons have splash damage, it's really easy to get through. And there's only this 1 Tesla alive, which the dragons are going through at the moment. And this means this is going to be the first triple for us in this war. So great attack by Evecheck, really nicely done with the Zap Dragons. But obviously, I mean, we all know X6tence is one of those teams which you cannot underestimate. So let's see what the next attack is looking like. Mechu is going into the next one, and he's doing a really nice and small thing. Most of you might know, but there are a couple of different variations out there when it comes down to spells and how to take down a clan castle. So the first option, which is the most common one, is like 7 lightnings and 1 earthquake. That's kind of pretty, like, that's straightforward. That's what everyone is using most of the time. But there are a couple of other variations out there as well. For example, 5 lightnings and 3 earthquakes. It's the same spell capacity, but it takes down a clan castle as well. But why exactly should you use that? The reasoning behind that is the range of the earthquake is bigger. So if you want to damage buildings around the town, around the clan castle, for example the single inferno tower and expo, it's way better. And in addition to that, 3 earthquakes are damaging an expo or like the inferno tower that much that one Royal Champion shield again can take down those buildings. But the big problem on this attack was definitely the Wall Breaker. There was a scatter shot and a Wizard Tower shooting at the same time on the Ice Golem, and the Super Wall Breaker was stacked on top of the Ice Golem, which means the splash damage of both buildings, Scatter and the Wizard Tower, took down the Super Wall Breaker, and this means he was not able to get into the Eagle and into the Scatter and getting the core out of the way, which is kind of the key on this attack. Because now he has a Scatter, now he has the Eagle still alive, and obviously the core Multi-Inferno Tower as well. So he did not get at all what he wanted to go for. So now it's all about his Lalo to first get the second star, and second of all, obviously try to go for as many percentage as possible, because this attack, if we're completely honest, this attack is nearly impossible to save, and if he would do so, he would be just straight up like a young god. So let's see how far he can actually get. He gets the Multi-Inferno Tower out of the core, out of the way, but now the Tornado Trap is trying his best to somehow like keep those loons on one place. During that, the Royal Champion is keep shooting, the Queen is still alive, helping with all of that, the Scatter is still alive, and that's quick finish to this attack, and that's a really low percentage. Obviously not something which you try to go for. Around about 70 something percent, kind of in the similar range of Rigatorius attack, and this is so far looking really good for us when it comes down to percent, obviously, and the star lead, we have that still as well. So if we get another triple now, it would be really good looking for us. Otherwise the door would be still open and X6tence still has a chance to come back. Next attack is Eve Maxi, and he's coming in with the Drag Clone Army, which basically means it's an Electron and then after that Dragons. So what you're trying to go for is like you try to get one part of the base out of the way, obviously value wise, which means like for example over here you have the Eagle and the Inferno Tower over here, and then obviously the elephants as well. And you take part of the big base, or take down a big part of the base as well, which gives you really great pathing into the base with your dragons. The problem over here was that we didn't really thought about that the Royal Champion is kind of in the range of the Warden Aura, which gives her extra HP, which means the Royal Champion is not getting one shot by the Electro Dragon, and this was kind of the death of the Electro Dragon, because the Royal Champion was hitting the Electro Dragon like non-stop. So that was really unfortunate, but still, Eve Maxi is trying to somehow save this. So let's see how far he can get, or even if he can still get the triple in. So that would be obviously awesome. But let's see how exactly he's going to do this. Now the dragons in, a couple of loons in front of as well, just to make sure that there are no black mines, and freeze early just to make sure that the elephant is not shooting at his dragons like non-stop. And then obviously as soon as the Town Hall is activated, the Warden ability, try to get as many dragons into the Warden ability as possible, blocking the Black Mine with the Warden ability, so really nice job on that. The Sweeper is going down, a couple of dragons were going to the right, which is obviously not the best thing, and now the heroes in as well. But because of the freaking slow of the Town Hall, the Clan Castle is coming out, and that's super unfortunate, really unlucky, or like not the best timing of him. I mean, it's not unlucky, but you guys know what I mean. He still has one heal spell left to get through the Multi-Inferno Tower and the Scatter, try to keep his troops alive. A lot of black mines over there as well. The Queen is trying to do her best. The Royal Champion is trying to help as well. Trying to freeze, like a really great freeze on the Queen and on the Scatter to make sure that there's not that much damage anymore on his dragons. The dragons are getting through the base kind of quickly, but because of all of the splash damage like Scatter Shot, Multi-Inferno Tower, etc., all of those dragons are that weak that, well, they don't have a chance to kind of get into the back end. But still, pretty good save overall. It should be above 80% for sure, since the Queen is still alive on the outside and being able to collect percentage. So I think it was a pretty solid idea, but obviously in the end it wasn't enough to get the base down. But still, solid try by Eve Maxi, and this is going to finish at 89%, so not too bad, around about 90, and this was way higher than most of the attacks of X6tence. So let's see, X6tence now needs a triple. I mean, we all know X6tence, they're a really good team and they can always come back from like a deficit, but let's see how exactly the next attack is going to go. Almualin is going in. He's going in with the Zap Dragons in as well. I mean, dragons right now are super powerful, super popular, because so many people like to run those air expos. And he's doing over here a really nice Zap Quake onto the Eagle, Scatter, and the Sweeper, just to make sure to get most out of it. And now the Royal Champion for the air defense and the enemy Warden to take that down. The Royal Champion is dying kind of quickly after that, to be honest, as soon as the enemy Queen is taking on the Royal Champion. He's placing a ton of loons and dragons on the 9 o'clock side, with the only purpose to kind of funnel his dragons into the town hall. He wants to kind of cut or do a cut at 9 o'clock, and now he wants to do a cut at the top side as well. That's why he's sending in the blimp. He's using a really early rage just to make sure that that is taken out. And now the dragons are getting slowly but surely into the tunnel with the core being taken out. This is looking really good pathing wise. So let's see how far he can get. The queen is at the bottom side. The town hall is taken down. The same with the clan castle. And this means with taking those out, the clan castle is like no threat at all to his heroes anymore, which means the queen and the king have like basically free time for the rest of this attack, because they can only take on defenses and those trash buildings on the outside, using the king ability early to kind of push all of the dragons back inside. And guys, take a look at this attack. This attack was insane. Really great attack, really great planning. So that attack completely crushed this base. Nicely done over here. The queen is taking down a couple of more buildings and the dragons are getting through the back end. So really nice plan, really nice execution in the end. And this is the triple for X6tence, and this means they're kind of back in this one, because even though we have a lot of, or like we as Tribe had a lot of close attacks, so far it's even. It's 1-1 when it comes down to triple. And even though right now we would win on percentage, but I mean there's still 4 attacks to go in this match, so everything is still open. And we need to get those triples in, because percentage is already in our favor, but we still need 3 stars. That's important now. So let's take a look at the next attack, which is going to be Lex coming in with a couple of loons and a giant to kind of tank for the blimp. Make sure that there is nothing which could distract the blimp or like rotate the queen around with a tornado. Using the rage, and if you guys are wondering why exactly is he using the rage, why is he not like using a super goblin blimp to make sure that he's getting the town hall? The reasoning behind that is he wanted to go for the air defense at the top side as well, just to make sure that everything, like every defense on the town hall side is gone. So that's way easier for his queen charge and his Lalo later on. And now he's starting right away with his queen. He had to use the poison early because of the headhunters, so this means he had, or like he's using now a minion to kind of help the queen with all of those lava pups. And now the great thing about this, which is really really nicely done by Lex, is that he's timing the king to get into the scatter compartment to make sure that the king is tanking for the queen. This is really important because there was a lot of damage for the queen. Like there was the there were 2 expos, there was a scatter, there was the enemy royal champion, so a lot of damage over there. And that's kind of tricky to get the queen through sometimes. And obviously you do not want to waste any spells. So a free spell could be kind of nice on the back end, so you do not want to use it that early on. Now the queen is getting into the danger zone again with a lot of damage on her. The Lalo has started early just to push the queen into the top side, but the queen is like, nope, I don't care what you want, I will go through that stupid wall. And that's really unfortunate. Like, that's so stupid. The queen is supposed to go to the top side again. Let's hope that she's doing so as soon as the gold mine is going down. And yeah, the warden is following as well. Really great warden ability, because this keeps his queen alive. So he has the queen ability because his queen is taking down the enemy queen without any problems because of the warden ability. Now the freeze on the back end, haste on the back end. Royal champion is still taking everything for those loons. Those loons are cleaning up around the royal champion, and this means in the end this is going to be a 3-star. Really great attack by Lex. And this is pushing us even further into the lead, because now X6tence have to answer. They have to triple as well to get somehow a chance back into this match. And yeah, obviously it's our job to somehow make this not possible. So let's see what exactly their next attack is going to be. And let's see how exactly this is going to finish in the end with all of the remaining attacks. So next one is going to be X6tence with El Tano, and he's coming in with the Lightning Zap Lalo again. So what he's doing over here, he's splitting off again the lightning spells. I mean, I told you already so many times, you have to be able to kind of get the most out of your lightning spells because they're so powerful right now. And well, King is going to the bottom side. He's supposed to go into the base over there using the super wall breaker to make sure that the wall is getting open up, so everything is going in. King is walking to the bottom side, and then the ice golem is actually walking to the wrong direction. That's the pathing looked kind of as it would go for the wizard tower, but either way, the wizard was a bit too late. The queen is still going in, what it looks like. The wizard at the bottom side is trying to funnel the queen back on track into the base. Now the freeze onto the single front tower to keep his king alive, and now the queen is trying her best to deal out, like to dish out this damage behind the king. Now the skeletons and the queen is actually going to the left, and because the clan castle is already zapped, this means that the queen is going around the side and going for the town hall. This was 100% not planned, but this makes this attack completely OP, because what this means, he has basically an additional siege machine. Like, I guess he planned to take this out with like the siege machine, like with the blimp. But yeah, that's crazy. That's an insane queen, which is going for the town hall over there. Now the Lalo from the 4 o'clock side into the multi-inferno tower. The multi-inferno tower is trying his best to somehow protect all of the defenses around him, but that's just not possible. There are so many loons going into the back end, and now the scatter shot is perfectly tanked by the loon and by the hound, and there's not anything, like there's no black man over there, and this means with no black man this hound is surviving forever and being able to tank everything. All of those balloons are really low on HP and they're getting taken down, but this one slammer, this MVP slammer, is still alive and going for the last freaking buildings. But still, time is close. I mean, you guys saw it in the beginning. He had nearly attacked at the 3-minute mark. So this could be a 99 as well, which would give us already kind of the win at this point. And the slammer is going through, and the minions at the tops are trying their best. The ward, meanwhile, already died to the wizard tower and to the black mine. The slammers keep going and going for every single Tesla on that side. The minions on the right side are trying to deal with the king. 20 seconds left. This is going to be so close on time as well. The slammer is keep going, and now he's opening the slammer. There's actually lava hound and super goblins in there. There's the tornado trap, and this is looking close. Black mine to the lava hound. 4, 3, 2, 1, and this is a last second 3-star. Really nicely done by El Tano, but I mean, yeah, the queen was kind of being the MVP. If he does not have the blimp for the town hall, or like if he has to use the blimp for the town hall, this is not going to be a 3-star in the end. So really unfortunate, but really great Sooo, and well, the queen was just OP. Next attack, and this is once again X6tence, because the last 2 attacks of this war, which is Krizan and which is myself, are going in at the same time. So I will show you guys the attack of X6tence first, and then I will show you guys my attack. Krizan, who was the MVP of the last qualifier, he went perfect in the entire tournament. So he had not a single fail in the entire tournament. So let's see how exactly this is going to go in the end. So King onto the town hall, a lot of spring traps around the town hall. Now town hall's getting taken down. He's freezing the enemy king and the town hall just to make sure that the king is not distracting his own king. Taking down the enemy queen with his own queen. So far this is looking pretty good. And now he's kind of trying to create a pathing for his slammer into the expo and into the scatter shot. So let's see how exactly this is going to turn out. So what he's doing over here, he's starting the slammer in there, but the sweeper is super annoying for the slammer, pushing that back, and now there's actually a double black mine, and this double black mine is popping the slammer right away, and this is a huge problem for him, because this slammer was supposed to take down the scatter shot. With this scatter shot being up, the pathing of this Lalo is awful into the base. Like, if this scatter is gone, the pathing would be pretty nice around the top side, but with this scatter staying up, this is a complete mess with the Lalo pathing. He's trying to send in another Lalo path into the top side, trying to freeze the top side, raging the top side, everything, raging the bottom side as well, and trying to drop as many spells at this point as possible. But the loons are just not getting the eagle down. The Explorer is still standing, and even though he has one more haste spell left, the power of the troops is just not enough. So the final result of X6tence is going to be 12 stars, and this means as long as I get like a really decent 2-star, we should be good to go, and we should win this war. So it's kind of up to me, not getting a 1-star, I guess. So let's see how exactly the last attack is going to turn out and what exactly is going to be the result of that one. But yeah, I think we should hop over there. The last couple of seconds, I mean, of this attack won't change anymore. 83%, and this is going to be our last attack, which is going to be me. And surprise, surprise, I'm going in with Zap Lalo as well. Like, X6tence had some really annoying bases of Queen Charge, and so we had a lot of attacks like with Dragons, with Lalo, just in general attacks which are more like air against all of those ground expos. And well, me as a, I don't know, I mean, I always like to call myself a Lalo noob, but I'm not the worst at Lalo, let's put it like this. I wouldn't consider me one of the best Lalo attackers at all. But at least like when the plan is OP, sometimes I can execute those. So let's see if this is one of those OP plans. So the king and queen are going in, and since this was like the last space which no one wanted to take, I had like a lot of time to try to figure out the plan on this one. And my plan was to kind of get the royal champion at the top side, basically use her as funnel. Like, the only purpose of this royal champion was to funnel my heroes in if there's a Tesla farm or something. So there was not the Tesla farm. This means my royal champion just got a couple of buildings out there. And then I wanted to have my queen and my king finishing off the enemy queen, finishing off the eagle. And now just a slow Lalo with delaying the warden because there was the air defense. And then obviously an early blimp. But to be honest, since like I said, I'm not doing Lalo that often, I completely forgot about the blimp, to be honest. So I'm sending in the blimp now. There's a safety blimp in there, so like super goblins and everything, just to make sure that the town hall is going down, because that's kind of my main threat at this point. I should have frozen the the town hall in combination with the sweeper. The town hall is going down, like I think by the warden or something. Haste spell at the top side, freeze spell onto the scatter and onto the sweeper. Another haste spell to get everything into the scatter, and scatter is kind of the last remaining building, which is actually a threat to all of my loons. A nice split in the end, and this means this base is doomed. And yeah, nice overkill in the end. So this means we're going to finish off this war with 13 stars against the 12 of X6tence. We had our revenge. I'm completely honest, though, I would have liked to have this match in the qualifier, but I mean, you can't compare this match to actually qualifier, like if X6tence actually cares and everything. So still a great motivation boost, let's call it like this. So at least from us, a great offense. And yeah, that's already giving us a lot of confidence going to the next qualifier. Let's see how exactly this is going to turn out. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys will be back tomorrow for another one. Until then, see you guys and bye bye.